Alright guys, what is going on? I am here with a special unboxing today, and it's something that we've been considering for quite a while now, and for one of those reasons is we've been pretty anti warm weather camping. The only time we really go warm weather camping is when we go to like Cape Lookout, and we've been to Cape Lookout. I think this is going to be our 4th time for my birthday this year. We're going back. It's going to be like the 2nd week of June. It's gonna be really nice. Now, sometimes it's not as windy at Cape Lookout. It could be a little warm. Sometimes we maybe want to take a nap in the tent midday, and it's not as cool as you would think with all the wind. Now, this kind of changes everything because one of the biggest things is I don't like sleeping in a tent when it's really warm inside. You know, fans can only do so much, and I feel like the tech has really kind of come far enough to where certain companies, Zerobreeze, will have come pretty far as the tech and the battery usage that goes along with an air conditioning unit. So let's go ahead and unbox this. Now, I will go ahead and preface this. Zerobreeze sent this to me for review, long-term use. It's going to be on display at Skottles and Bottles. And yeah, so I just want to get that out of the way. I am going to be reviewing this, and obviously with everything that I do review, I give you guys my honest opinions on it. I'm really looking forward to using this product. Now, let's go ahead and flip the camera around. What we're looking at right here is the box that it comes in, and let's go ahead and unbox this and see what you get inside. All right, so inside, this is the Mark II Zerobreeze unit. And this is the Mark II smart battery that goes inside. Let's go ahead, open this up, see what you get. It's crazy because when you look at this, looking at these parts, it's very similar to like the home AC units. As far as like this tubing, it's very similar to like we have one in our office space because we have so many computers in that office space. It comes with tubing like that. So let's go ahead and pull this stuff out. I'm going to take everything out of the box and put it on the table. All right, so here is everything on the Zerobreeze unit. So you've got the actual unit itself, which honestly, it's really not that large. I thought it was going to be a lot bigger, but this is nice because it'll actually just fit perfectly in our tent up there, our Desert Armor tent. Now, for the most part, it's a fairly simple setup, right? You've got your AC unit, you've got your intake and exhaust, and then you've got your outlet, which is where the cold air comes out of. Now, what's really interesting is take a look at this. So this is the battery system that the Zerobreeze sits on. Now, a lot of you probably wonder, wow, that's a really thin battery. It is. It's a very thin battery. The capacity is actually very similar. It's almost 1,000 watt hours. So if you're not really familiar with battery systems and the sizes that they could be, our EcoFlow, we have 2 of them. We have the EcoFlow Delta 2s and we got the Delta 2 expansion pack, and that's right at 1,000 watt hours. Now, if we take a look at the Blue Eddy here, the size of this Blue Eddy, if you take a look at this compared to the size, that is, this battery I believe is around 800 watt hours. I'll put it over here to the right. So 800 watt hours, this is 850 watt hours. The size of this battery is not very big. Now, weight wise, I would say it's very similar to the weight of the Blue Eddy. Now, actually, you know what? It's lighter. It's lighter than the Blue Eddy, and it's got a nice carrying handle, which is really good. Overall, the shape of this and this battery is going to make it really easy to pack. Now let's go ahead and kind of cover some of the other things. These are the connectors that go on this unit to mount the tubing. This is your water drain pipe. So much like with any other AC unit, if you ever see AC units on the side of your house, or you've got a window AC unit, you know it collects water. The humidity in the air, the condenser, it does add water. So it's got to drain that water. Now, so let's go ahead and get this hooked up and fire her up. All right, so I'm gonna be bringing this inside. It's kind of cool outside, but I decided that it's a little warmer in here. 70 degrees? Yeah, it's 70 degrees in here. So let's go ahead and put it together at the table here. So one thing that I noticed, and I thought that it was gonna require like bolts or something into it, but instead, it's got this. It kind of clips in at the bottom there, and then it just kind of rolls in and snaps into place, which is really nice because at first I thought you were gonna have to almost have a screwdriver with you at all times to put this together, but no, that's really cool. It looks awesome. Obviously there's a bit of thought that's put into this unit. So you would want to carry this stuff around. It makes it easily packable into a case. When you're disassembling it, you press this button, this pops off, and you put it back in your case. What I would like to see in the future, just from a kind of an overall impression of how well this is put together, is I would like to see a specific case for it, right? Something that houses the battery, something that houses these pieces, because what I'm gonna plan on doing is I'm probably gonna keep a separate smaller case and, you know, make sure that these stay well protected, because this is a fairly, it's not a, so if I'm squeezing the side of this unit on this plastic piece, typically on a cheaper product, you're gonna see a little bit of deflection. You're gonna see this kind of bend and flex a little bit. I'm squeezing this pretty hard and it's not bending at all. So it's pretty tough, which is what I would expect for something that is more Overland related, and it's not super cheap. So when you do buy something from Zerobreeze, you get their support, and if something does break, they sell these individual parts separately, which is nice. You don't have to, you know, try to find something else that works with it. So let's go ahead and finish putting this back together. Let's go ahead and hook up the battery to the unit and see how she turns on. All right, so we got the battery just kind of, this unit just kind of slides in and then it clamps in. And so now we're gonna hook up the actual unit itself. Now I gotta say, this connector right here is super nice. It is not just your standard like rubber to rubber type connection. It's got a nice 4-pin. I don't know the exact name of this 4-pin. I've seen a 4-pin like this before. And then once you plug it in, it all kind of connects, and then it's got a nice little locking mechanism for it. So you heard the unit turn on. So the battery's on. This is connected. So that's it. You've got the actual unit. I plugged in the inlet and exhaust, and you've got the actual battery unit at the bottom here. Super easy to install, super easy to put together while you're out camping. Now let's go ahead and fire the unit up. All right, so really, oh wow, it's actually blowing cold air already. It's that quick. So this is set to 62 degrees, and you hear the unit fire up. Just like a small AC unit. You hear that? That's crazy. Alright, so I think and if we go to the top here, you see that there's controls, capacitive touch buttons for turning it up and then turning it down. Obviously when you turn it up to a higher setting, it's already showing 60 degrees on the outlet. That is really, really nice. Obviously if you turn it up more, the battery's gonna last a lot less. So I got the unit turned on, and what's wild is we have the intake side here and you got the exhaust side, and you can definitely feel it's warmer, right? Now, it's 70 degrees inside the house, and this has just been on for, I would say, not even 2 minutes. And the outlet of this unit is pushing 54 degrees. It's great because it shows what the temperature is on the outside, or what's coming out of the unit, and it's dropping even more. Now, like, I'm not trying to overhype this, but I've felt swamp coolers before, and I've felt other types of, I don't know what you would call them. They're kind of gimmicky. You see them as seen on TV type of units, to where you know, they promise to cool down your room. They promise to cool down, like, you know, next to your bed. What's crazy is it's already dropping to 52 degrees. This feels just like a portable AC unit inside your room. Like I said, we have one in our office. It gets really cold inside our office. Now I'm gonna put over here to the right what they rate this as far as how long it will last on high. Now this is actually on the lowest setting right now, and it's blowing a good amount of air. It's not a measly amount of cold air. Like, this is a decent amount. And you got to think too, you're like, well, you know, how much is this going to actually cool? It's not designed to cool the downstairs of your house, right? It's designed to cool your tent inside. It's designed to make sure that, you know, you sleep comfortably, you have a nice little cold breeze inside your tent. If it is kind of still, if it is a little bit humid out there. Now there's an outlet plug-in right here, so you can put this right here, and then you can actually, just like a diesel heater, you can route this tube inside of your tent. So now I can honestly say it is sitting here, you have your typical AC sound, right? It's not too loud. I would say it's on par with maybe a fan inside your bedroom. Like, it's not very loud at all. We're actually already at 49 degrees. And this is pulling in, I would say it's pulling in really close to the exhaust side where the hot air is going out and the air is coming in. So it's not actually pulling in, you know, it's pulling in probably a little bit warmer air than it normally would. But man, it's 49 degrees. This feels absolutely amazing. Overall, guys, I gotta say, I am really impressed with this unit. The size of this battery, how well this is put together. This is a really well thought out unit. I'm gonna be doing some testing. It's gonna be warmer later this week. Obviously, it's a little cooler outside right now. I would say it's in the mid 60s right now. Not a great test. What will be a great test will be middle of the day, you know, like maybe this Friday. I think it's going to be in the upper 70s. It might be close to 80. Inside of a tent in the middle of a day on a black tent, it's going to be pretty warm inside. I'm going to close the vents, and I'm going to do just like I did the diesel heater video. I'm going to do a test before and after, and we're going to see how long this battery lasts. So hope you guys enjoyed this video. I'm super excited to continue reviewing this unit and trying it out at Cape Lookout. And honestly, I think we're going to do some warm weather camping this year with this. So glad you guys are here for this unboxing. If you guys have any questions, leave a comment below or what you would like to see, and I'll catch you in the next one. See ya.